Greetings and welcome to CauselessJoy Tarot. I am the Golden Light Goddess, and I am here today to do a reading for the sign of Pisces for the month of December 2017. Today I'm using two decks, The Legacy of Divine by Cyril Marchetti, as well as the Keepers of the Light by Kyle Gray for the guidance card at the end. Starting in 2018, I will be offering personal readings, so if you're interested in a personal reading, please check under the discussion tab on my channel. Alright Pisces, let's go ahead and get started with your reading for the month of December. Calling on the guides, teachers, helpers, angels, all that loves and surrounds the sign of Pisces. Asking for crystal clear clarity, vision, and wisdom as we look at the energies coming in for the sign of Pisces for the month of December 2017. Looking at the energy for the sign of Pisces for December 2017. What is the highest information for the sign of Pisces for the month of December 2017? Thank you in advance to all that is for perfect clarity and wisdom as we look at the energy for Pisces for December 2017. The highest information for Pisces. All right, Pisces, that feels good. Alright, so let's take a look at the cards for Pisces for December 2017. Alright, and the energy at the bottom of the deck is the Temperance card coming up in the reverse. Alright, Pisces, so temperance is usually about patience and balance and merging, putting things together. So when I see this in the reverse, there may be some imbalance in your energy field in the month of December, and maybe not necessarily in your energy field, but some imbalance perhaps in one or in a specific area of your life. So let's go ahead now and take a look at the remaining cards and see if we can uncover that imbalance somewhere. All right, so at the very center of your reading here, you do have the King of Wands coming up in the reverse. All right, so this king is a very action-oriented, he's a really get-it-done type of energy. He brings that type of energy to the table, really the ability to really take whatever actions are in front of you to take in a very calm and calculated manner. Now, this king is coming up in the reverse, so that says to me that the action, and I'm drawn back to that Temperance card that we just talked about in the reverse there with this King of Wands coming up in the reverse. There may be some that imbalance may be in your actions. Either you're maybe not taking as much action as you can, or maybe you're overreacting, right? You're doing way more than is necessary, and actually not getting the results that match your efforts, right? So one of those two scenarios will probably fit for the vast majority of Pisces. So what do we have crossing you here? We have the wheel crossing this King of Wands. We have the wheel crossing that here. Now, this Wheel of Fortune is all about karmic destiny. It's all about having fate. You know, it's all about destiny and fate. So it could be whatever has this King of Wands coming up in the reverse. I'm picking up that that's how it's supposed to be right now, even though I'm very used to seeing this King of Wands when I speak of it in a very positive and high manner. I'm used to seeing it in the upright, but something about that being in the reverse is destiny. It's karmic in nature. This card also represents possibly travel. So there could be the opportunity perhaps for travel for Pisces in the very, very near future, because this is your current row. So either you're preparing for some sort of travel, maybe right now, or you are in the process of undergoing some very karmic changes as it relates to the actions that you're taking. Right? So seeing the King in the reverse here is not necessarily a bad thing. I was thinking in terms of the imbalance that we saw with the Temperance card, that perhaps those two were connected, but somehow whatever's going on with this action-oriented card is destiny. It's part of what you are destined to experience. All right? Or again, it could also be related to travel. Now, we have the Five of Swords coming in over you. Now, this Five of Swords is a very competitive, a very, you really have to stand your ground here with this Five of Swords energy. Fives also indicate change, as we were just discussing with the Wheel card. So something is shifting right now for Pisces, and perhaps it's setting you up for how your 2018 will begin to shape up for you coming into the end of this year. Now, again, this Five of Swords energy is over you. So there's this competitive, very aggressive energy that's around you, and I'm not absolutely certain if that's your energy or someone that you're interacting with is displaying this type of aggressive energy, is what I'm picking up. So that may be something for you to be mindful of, or then again, it may be something for you just to be aware of. Not necessarily that there's anything for you to do or that you need to do with this situation, other than, monitor your responses, your reactions to, if this is someone around you, then always be mindful of how you're responding to this energy. All right. So beneath you here, we have the Two of Wands coming up in the reverse. Again, this action oriented energy around you. There's a decision beneath you that you're needing to make. And again, I'm looking at this entire central row as your current position. So you're dealing with decisions that you need to make. And then you also have this very karmic card crossing your ability to take action, and a competitive, aggressive energy either that you're displaying or that's very, very, very close to you. It's very close to to your energy, right? To your awareness. You're very aware of this aggressive and competitive energy that's either that you're displaying or that's being displayed towards you. So this whole central role here is really helping me more to see why we're getting the Temperance card coming up in the reverse as your overall energy. I'm not picking up, you know, it equates ultimately to imbalance, because it's not your King of Wands is in the reverse, and so is your Two of Wands. Your decision making and your action, they're both coming up in the reverse. But we do still have the wheel working for you and with you in this energy, helping to the karmic, the things that are fated for you, the things that are destined for you to experience. No matter what you're experiencing here with this decision or with your actions, there's a certain sense of destiny here. So whatever you're experiencing, it is absolutely critical that you move through this energy, because it will impact your future endeavors. Very much so. It's karmic. So let's take a look here at your past energy. You have another two coming in, the Two of Coins coming in, and that's coming in above the Devil coming up in the reverse, which is a major arcana. Now this Devil card speaks to addictions, to maybe holding on too tight or clutching long after something is over, but I see it here with this Two of Coins coming in the reverse. So there's been a decision in the past that has caused you to turn around this addictive way of thinking. And I don't know that it's necessarily thinking where that addictive mindset is coming from. I don't know that it's necessarily involving your thinking here. It could be around something other than that, but it's about being bound, you know. And so maybe the inability to make that decision left you feeling like your hands were tied, right? Like you couldn't make the decision that you needed to make at the time for whatever reasons, and that may have given you, made you feel like you were bound. Or perhaps not making that decision helped you to gain a sense of freedom. You'll know exactly how that works in your own personal life. Now, we also have the Page of Cups coming in with those other two cards that we were just talking about. Now, this Page of Cups energy is really about, pages bring messages. And this page usually comes in with some sort of emotional message. You can see here that his cup is empty, right? So he's coming in to give you something to help fill up your cup, right? So these three cards together, the Two of Coins in the reverse, the Devil in the reverse, and the Page of Cups, these three cards work together. And so again, some sort of decision that you've made in the past, very recent past here, has or that you didn't make because it's upside down, you know, it has really helped you to free yourself from some sort of emotionally connected some sort of relationship that you were emotionally connected to. So there's some breaking away here that I'm picking up. Either you did decide or you made a decision that someone else didn't agree with. Either way, this gave you a sense of freedom, right? And it's put you in a position where you now have an empty cup that can be filled again. So that's what I'm picking up as your past energy there. Let's move on now to your future energy. We have the Nine of Swords coming in over the Three of Cups in the reverse. Now these two cards give me pause. These two cards. The Nine of Swords is a very worrisome energy where you're up at night, you're worrying, you're wondering where and how things will get done, who's going to take care of what. You know, there's a lot of concern here in the future energy here, and I'm drawn right back to that Temperance card coming up in the reverse. The need to, that there's some imbalance, you know, in an area of your life. There's something out of balance that you're either aware of already, and there's a need to bring that into balance. So this Nine of Swords, along with the Three of Cups in the reverse, this card upright is about victory, being victorious in your relationships. You can see this lady on this card is celebrating. She's you know, looks like she's about to go out and have herself a good time with these musical instruments. But again, that Three of Cups is in the reverse. So we have this potential for some sort of a sense that you're not getting what you want, and then this Nine of Swords card above it indicating that that is definitely contributing to this worrisome state where you're not able to fully rest and trust that everything is going to be all right. Now, and then the Knight of Cups coming in as your along with those two cards that we were just talking about. This Knight of Cups represents messages as well, emotional messages relating to your relationships, perhaps something to do with the relationship, but these two cards here, the Nine of Swords in the reverse and the Three of Cups in the reverse, or I'm sorry, the Nine of Swords upright and the Three of Cups in the reverse. These are coming in as future energy cards, and you know, there is some sense of destiny here. There really is. There's some sense that, you know, this inability to take action, or this delay in actions, or not taking actions the way that you could, or, you know, potentially take action. You know, I'm feeling that that's contributing to this future energy. The Two of Wands in the reverse, again, an action card, inability to take action, unwilling to take action. That's what I'm picking up here with both of your action cards in the center row. And again, this travel or this destiny card is somehow playing a role and feeding into this future potential. And again, I want to emphasize that this is just a potential. This Nine of Swords in the upright and this Three of Cups in the reverse is a potential future outcome for the sign of Pisces. However, the guidance from Spirit right now is that you would rely on your internal strength, that you would go inward and find the peace and the joy that is yours to have. Whatever's going on here, whatever actions that you're either being thwarted at, or because you had two decision cards coming in the reverse, the Two of Coins and the Two of Wands. So that's your material well-being, and here we have your action, your foundation here with the coins, both coming up in the reverse. So again, there's this need to really find ways to create balance in your life, in your experience, the need to find ways to balance the energies out, and not looking at whatever's facing you, whatever's in front of you, as an end all be all. Like, this is as good as it gets. It won't get any better. Nothing will ever change, is what I'm hearing. And so that is not going to be helpful for you in your situation. You know, it's also not helpful to deny that what you see, right? So you can't look at whatever you're dealing with and say it's not there, because you'd be lying to yourself, and you know that's just doesn't help. It is there. But the goal, the idea is to be strengthened from that, to extract the gifts that are there for you to receive, because there are gifts in everything, even if it's just making us stronger, making us more loving, more patient with other people, more compassionate. Find the gifts in whatever it is that you're dealing with, and allow those gifts to be cultivated within you instead of focusing on what isn't working. Okay? All right, so that's what I'm picking up here for Pisces for the month of December. Let's go ahead and close your reading out now with a final card from the Keepers of the Light. So calling on the Keepers of the Light, asking for one additional guidance card for the sign of Pisces. What is the highest... Oh, wow, we got 2 cards, it looks like, came out. So this was a bit of an intense reading in terms of the cards that came through. So perhaps the universe gave you a double card here at the end as some form of encouragement. Now, before I turn your cards over, I note that this card here fell right on top of that 9 of Swords energy that we were talking about earlier. So I'm very interested, and I'm sure you are too, to see what that card is. But let's take a look at this one first. This one is from Odin. Psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is and follow your intuition. All right, that's very good advice here from Odin. Psychic insight. That you are to follow your intuition and see truth for what it really is, because the truth is that you're safe. The truth is that nothing as truly has the power to take your happiness away from you. We give our power away in this way, but nothing truly has the power to take that from us. All right. So let's take a look at this mystery card here that fell right on top of that 9 of Swords energy. Oh, beautiful. Oh my God, that is so beautiful. Jesus is Master Jesus is the one that came through for you. Forgiveness. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father healing is possible at this time. Master Jesus came through, and I'm so emotionally touched by that, because again, this fell right on the 9 of Swords energy, right on this energy that's worrisome, that may be causing you to be stay up late, or have worry, all of this worry and tension going on. Master Jesus just came right in and said, you are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Whatever this is that's going on here, you're on a path that will lead to light, love, and you will be able to forgive this, whatever this is, whatever situation is presenting that is making you feel hard pressed, if you will. Master Jesus is coming through saying, hey, I'm right there with you. Focus on the good, as was mentioned here in this Odin card. Your third eye is open. Focus on your intuition and see truth for what it is. So follow your intuition and practice forgiveness. What a beautiful way to close out your reading. And again, I hope you enjoyed your bonus card here from Master Jesus, and I'll put that right back on that 9 of Swords energy just to help balance that out a bit for you there. All right, so again, That does conclude your reading, Gemini, Pisces, for the month of December. I do wish you a very prosperous, loving, and healthy holiday season, and I look forward to seeing you back here in 2018. Namaste.